Let's get things going. Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. I have my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, because we are going to talk about some very interesting stuff that happened yesterday. And unless you have been living under a rock, you can probably figure out already what it is. Because the big question is, has Bitcoin been heavily manipulated yesterday? Probably the short answer is yes, but we are going to talk a little bit more about this, a little bit deeper about this. We are going to listen to people. We are going to look at evidence, or at least something that might hint to it. And we are going to talk about Ecomi, about Veve as always. And it's going to be very, very interesting. We're going to go over the charts and so on. So make sure to stay tuned. We are going to talk about everything right after the intro. Good morning to all of you. Motili, good morning. What's up, my man? We have a couple of people already here. The rest is probably stuck in the advertisement section, but or has not seen that I have been going live just yet, but we are going to have some help with that, and that is if you guys would do me the favor and smash up the like button. That would be very, very helpful. Other than that, I hope you have your coffees ready for what's coming. Because yesterday we got the Bitcoin God Week. We thought for 5 minutes it would be the Bitcoin God candle, but it wasn't. It was only the Bitcoin God Week, because yesterday we got some fake news, and the fake news immediately got reversed, or after a couple of minutes got reversed. And so this resulted in a mega wake up. I think it was even an hourly candle that was big. But anyways, if you enjoy this type of live streams and content, then please smash up the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you are interested in watching these on a daily basis. And I will just make one or two announcements here. First of all, for everyone who is a rare hodler and is supporting me in this way, right here next to me, there is a Telegram group launching this week. I want to get all of my rare hodlers into the Telegram group. I added this perk basically to the rare hodler, to the membership, so that we can talk, interact. I can post news and many more things that I will not reveal just yet. That's one thing. The other thing is that tomorrow, unfortunately, there will not be a live stream. Reason is I am in another country. I am traveling only that one day, so tomorrow is not, but then the day after it will be a very special stream, because that's going to be the Patient Hodler birthday stream. So on Thursday in the morning we will do that. So no stream tomorrow, but then birthday stream after that. So that's going to be good. That are the announcements. So yeah, guys, already doubled the numbers here with you guys coming in. Make sure to smash up the like button, everyone who came just in, and we're going with the charts today. Not because we are going super deep in the charts, but I want to show you what happened for all of the people that didn't see it yet. And if you are going in the 4-hourly chart and it lets you go into the 4-hourly, then we will see our big candle. And even if we are, there we go. So we see what happened in this first, or in this hour. We see this mega wick up until 29,899 on Bitstamp. On some exchanges it went even beyond 30,000, and we see that all of what has been in sell orders and everything has been just wiped out, up to the 30,000 mark. That happened to Bitcoin. Why did it happen? So Bitcoin jumps to near 28k as bulls bet on ETF approval. No, bulls did not bet, they FOMO'd because they thought there was an ETF approval. So that happened yesterday, and it was Cointelegraph that first posted the fake news, so to say. Yeah, and it all went just after the SEC did not appeal grayscale and so on. So it made kind of sense, but it was way too early. We did not suspect this, but anyways, so basically every bull got caught off guard by this fake news from Cointelegraph, right? And actually, I want to find this first. So this here is Cointelegraph. Actually, that's not the news. Where is the news from Cointelegraph? Yeah, anyways, we are going to find it right afterwards. But basically what happened is that Cointelegraph put out, oh, by the way, here, good morning, PK, welcome to the stream. Guys, if you're here, if you're awake, if you have your coffee, let me know here right away. We have our sorry, wrong direction. We have our bull here. We are bullish. So what happened was that in, I think, several groups of Telegram, someone launched news. So Bitcoin, like as if it was a leak, Bitcoin approval just in BlackRock spot ETF was approved. And Cointelegraph took these news, that's what they said, or that's what I read in an article, and I think it's not true, but they claim to have taken this news and have claimed to, in this news environment, you have to be the first or you will be the last. So they did not cross-check it and they just put it out, like so many of us did, and I'm guilty of that as well, because I saw every news channel like BTC, Echo, and Cointelegraph, everyone posting, so I posted it as well, right? It was wrong. Now, but there's more to this. So they posted this, everyone jumped on the wagon, and then obviously people FOMO'd into Bitcoin because then they knew what's going on. Green Lantern HD here, GM hodlers. Green Lantern, as you're here, I need to add you to the new Rare Hodler Telegram group. So I don't know if you can shoot me a message on Twitter or something where we could figure out how I can add you, or where I can send you the invitation link. Good morning, Caro, GM fathers. So all the Rare Hodlers that are here online, please get in touch with me on Twitter. Luke, good morning to you as well. So yeah, that happened, and then yeah, let's just, even though that BlackRock did not have its ETF approved, let's listen to what Larry Fink here from BlackRock has to say about it.
This rally is way beyond the rumor. I think the rally today is about a flight to quality with all the, all the issues around the Israeli war now, global terrorism. And I think there's more people running into a flight to quality, whether that is in treasuries, gold, or crypto, depending on how you think about it. And I believe crypto will play that type of role as a flight to quality. This rally is way beyond the rumor. I think the rally today is about a flight to quality.
So, as we've heard, he's saying the rally today is about a flight to quality. I mean, this is the BlackRock chairman and CEO, and he's basically saying that Bitcoin, that crypto, that this will play an important role for people to have something to fly to flee to when times are hard, and that he sees it in this way, right? Where this, obviously he knows that this rally was fake news, because he would be the first one to know that their spot Bitcoin ETF have been approved, right? But this is super impressive, and I think this is also why this Bitcoin rally basically continues, right? So if you are looking here, I mean, obviously we have a retracement because we were overbought. But overall, after the sell-off back to the levels where we were, from 30,000 back to 28,000, we continued to rally after that, and then a little bit after that for the next 8 hours, even though people knew that it was fake news. So, and then we put in a higher high here on the 4 hourly, right? That is very big news. But let's listen to one more here. Let's listen to let's put this on that side of no, actually let's get out of the way here, and you guys can stay in the middle. Or actually I can stay in the middle, maybe. There we go. Let's listen to Cathie Wood also, just another voice on the matter here.
You know, we know the research people at the SEC, and they know what they're talking about. They are really good. We've met the head of FinHub now, who reports directly to Chairman Gensler. And for me, the disconnect is they know so much and they are so good that I believe this was much more Gary Gensler standing in the way. I don't know for sure because they could never say something like that. I just know from how we have discussed Bitcoin with them that they really understand it and they understand its merits. Most important. So this is Gary Gensler. You know, we know the
Okay, so basically she's stating it point blank. For the ETF approval, and hers is the first ETF approval. ARK Invest would be the first. For her, it's a one-man show. Gary Gensler coming in and basically making this all like delay and go against it. And she says that the rest, basically she implies that the rest of the SEC is actually not as bearish and not as negative on Bitcoin and crypto as Gary Gensler. She thinks that the big problem is Gary Gensler. So probably every one of them is now putting pressure on Gary Gensler and trying maybe even to get him removed. What does this have to do with the fake pump? Basically, it has to do with this that the likelihood of the Bitcoin spot ETF approval increases because obviously the other members of the SEC don't see the problems that Gary Gensler sees, and therefore the likelihood is that something like this is happening is even higher, which is why the fake news fell on such fertile ground in the first place, so that everyone thought, yeah, that must be true, right? If that's coming on several news channels in a couple of seconds, it must be true. But then people tried to find the official statement of BlackRock and they couldn't find anything, so then they knew after a couple of minutes that this was fake news. Good. Let's get to the juicy stuff here. And guys, if you like this type of, yeah, let's say digging a little bit deeper and analysis, then guys, do me the favor, smash up the like button right now. Moni Lee says, moin Moni, hope you have your coffee and not only yawning. So look at this. Bitcoin briefly spikes to 30,000 for the first time since August 9th after false rumor of iShares ETF approval. So this is from Sentiment. They always have very good analysis. And then we see here, Cointelegraph's post led to a flash spike above 30K, leading to huge increase in ETF discussions. And this was the largest flash spike in years. And Bitcoin briefly jumped above 30K. So not only have we pumped with Bitcoin from 27,000 up to 30,000 and on some exchanges beyond, but we also have put in the largest flash spike in years into this in the matter of volume in only a couple of minutes because of fake news, where even most of the whales probably knew that it's fake because they would have heard before. you can imagine what happens when the real news kicks in, when it's really confirmed, when people wake up to the absolute massive God candle, right? That's what they basically had a little test run here. That's where we got a teaser for. And yeah, I think that is what happened, because Cointelegraph basically gave us a taste of a couple of minutes what would happen, and the magnitude will be even higher when it happens. Let's look at this here now, because now we are coming into the aspect of manipulation, right? So Schroeder believes Bitcoin's true potential lies in connecting with wider financial ecosystem. Tapping into Ethereum's asset stablecoin DeFi via EVM is a pivotal step towards the future. Read more quotes from last week, blah blah. So this is a yeah, not really important, not really important post, but it was a post right after this pump, right, from Cointelegraph, and then Rollbit comments, "Is this you? This you?" Right? And we see here Cointelegraph, Rollbit, entry price, bust price, wager amount $50,000, profit 2.25 million with a 4,000% ROI and a 50x multiplier. Exit price 30,274. Status cashed out. Rollbit is one of the casino coins, and apparently this entry has been placed right around where it started on Rollbit by a Cointelegraph account with a 50,000 wager on a 50x leverage, and took out 2 million in wagers, right, or in profits. So what does this mean? They could have launched, or someone at Cointelegraph could have launched this bet on Rollbit, launched the fake news, took out 2.25 million in only a couple of minutes, and closed the whole thing, and then basically deleted the post and said, look, this was fake news, sorry about that. I mean, I don't know if they would really be so stupid and have this as Cointelegraph labeled, but if this was, I mean, you could not exclude it. It's a little bit of a hard coincidence here, right? I mean, yeah, and I mean, this is too much of a coincidence. So this is manipulation, clear manipulation. If this was the reason for having that bet. And I mean, this looks really, really bad for Cointelegraph here, right? So yeah. Now, but let's go a little bit more into why we're still bullish here for Bitcoin, and then come into the charts as well. So Bitcoin resistance levels, we just broke them. A fake spot ETF pump was just what we needed to break back above the 200-day, 21-week, and the STH cost basis. So here we see it. These are the black lines. Basically, the averages are here, like the red line, the black line, and the green line. And we just broke it here on the. Let me see here on the where the Bitcoin name is. We just broke it just by this fake pump. And right now, because that is sitting more or less where Bitcoin has retested now. That is the level where Bitcoin has retested, exactly the 28,078. So very interesting stuff here, in my opinion, and also very good channel here on Twitter, The Rational Root, worth following, in my opinion. Yeah, and if we look at this, the amount of addresses. This is from Veve. The amount of addresses holding at least 10 Bitcoin has passed its all-time high, previously set in 2019. So as you can see here, there's accumulation phase, and then yeah, as you can see here, basically wallets are on all-time highs. Then price goes up, they are taking profits, and then when price rallies, the massive profit taking is going on, right? So That's only when it rallies. And right now we have this again. So this was like the blue lines here is before the last bull run. In the last bull run, profit taking, and then more profit taking even until the lowest point is reached. And then you see here whale wallets did not hold until the bear market bottom, right? They sold off massive amounts, and then they reaccumulated once we came closer to our bottom, and now we are at all-time highs. So this is really where we are in front of the uphill, running uphill, right? So here you see it, where the arrow is. We really have hit an all-time high there in the wallets. That is important to know. Now, what we also have to see is what could stand in our way. Fed's Powell faces what me worry moment of spiking bond yields, war, political statement, and so on. Unfortunately, the site is a little bit. Maybe I can put this on reader. Oh yeah, there we go. Because the only thing that really matters are these points here, right? It has been whirlwind since Fed decided to hold the rate steady at its September 1920 meeting. Reports have shown the economy is still growing too fast to cool inflation fully, while rocketing bond yields could push that activity to a hard stop. Then war has erupted in the Middle East. Half of the US Congress is leaderless, with a government shutdown deadline approaching once again, and underlying inflation appears to be cooling, but a jump in housing and service prices in September threatened, as one analyst said, to spoil the Fed's narrative that price pressure would continue to wane. And in Europe, we have the highest interest rates ever. All-time high now in interest rates from the European Central Bank. Moin Energy, good morning to you. Good morning to everyone who has just joined. Make sure to smash up the like button if you like this content on an almost daily basis. And yeah, in terms of holding interest rates, this is the most important chart that you can get. I will explain it to you. So you have the total return performance after Fed stopped raising rates from several assets and whatnot, right? So 1995, there was a stop in raising rates. 2000, 2006, 18, and 23, right? And every time that they stopped the rates, we have been massively growing afterwards, right? We have been massively coiling up afterwards. Except 2023, we still don't see this effect, right? So the purple line is 2023, and basically we have here the delta of days to the right, and we are not sure, right? We are not sure if this curve is accurate, because if they do another rate hike, then we have to move this back here, and that could actually happen, that there is another one rate hike and then the official pause, and that would be when we're taking off. So then at the moment that it is clear that we are doing a pause in the rate hikes, then I think this is our next trajectory for the next 5 years or so. Quantitative easing, money printer going on, Bitcoin halving kicking in, Bitcoin spot ETFs being approved, and massive returns coming from the Fed not tightening the market anymore. So that is what we really expect here. Let's look at the market. So obviously on that news yesterday, the market was pumping. We see it here on the week. Everything is green. Rollbit is up quite significantly. Let's get my face out of the way so that we can see it here. So, and Loom is still crazy. But Loom on the day already correcting. Never chase green candles. Instead, you can look out for good deals in the market. We find the good deals not by chasing this on the monthly. We are on the monthly right now. Loom is absolutely crazy, obviously, but we have other things that have, most of the market is red on the month. So that opens up some good DCA, and I mean DCA, not a full degen into into whatever coin that is just down on the month, right? Even if you're good on the year, we see that Loom and Casper and Render Injective, yes, they are big, they are occupying a lot of space, but there are a lot of coins that haven't pumped yet. Vechain is down 27% year over year, Atom down 43%. These are good projects in my opinion. Filecoin, although I don't like the non-circulating supply there. There is Solana, there's IMX, there's Polkadot. I think they are all valid for a couple of percent of returns there. And then let's also look at our top 200, where we are down 30% on Ecomi, which is a really good project. Basic Attention Token down 35%. Arweave down 60%. I am bullish on Arweave, for example. Moonbeam, Parachain to Polkadot is down 62%. It's also a pretty good project. I don't know where the graph is, if it's even here. Anchor, liquid staking project that could be worth analyzing and looking at. So there is a ton of projects that are still 50% or more down on the year. So that could be interesting to take a look at these top 200, maybe even top 300. I don't know. So Radiant. Oh, there's Radiant. I think Radiant Capital. That is a staking platform, as far as I know. They have been already pumping way too heavily on the year. But on the other side, if something is relatively new, for example, if you look on the month, Radiant is not up that much. 0x0 is here below my face. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff where it's maybe worth for us in the next month to pull up the projects one by one every morning stream and look at another altcoin, as we have already started it. Right now, I did not yet research the ones that you guys suggested, so we're probably going to start next week with more of the altcoin picks there. Let's look at charts, because here we go. It's interesting. Let's get into, that was the weekly. Let's get into the daily. The DXY. So it's really spot on, as we said, right? So we have our DXY coiling up all the time, lost the level, bearish retest, and now we are coming down. And what we really want to see now is that we collapse, and that will probably line up with the Fed Chair Powell's speech on the 29th. And if he announces a rate hike, or if he announces that there will be a rate hike coming in the next month or so, then we could pump back into this and just continue our upwards sloping stuff. But on the other hand, you have to see that right now we are forming a downtrend. So this is the beginning of a downtrend, right? So yeah, let's observe this. Since this is a bearish retest, we want to take a closer look if the downwards move to this average or so is happening right now. I think it could be happening. I think maybe we are done. And funny is that this red candle on the dollar came with the Bitcoin pump, or so to say, maybe that was all capital that was moved to crypto after the fake news. We don't know. Probably not only that, but we also saw that the Nasdaq has been rejected here and has been coiling up. Let me refresh that as well. Maybe that we don't have all the information. Why is it always going into a 4-hour chart? There we go. So yeah, here we go. Nasdaq probably coming down in the next days once again. We are getting a squeeze here, and we're hoping to break out to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, like something like that. For the Nasdaq, so we see, I mean, we drew this in literally. You guys remember we drew this in the when this trend line was lost. When we formed this, we drew this in, and it's respecting this without redrawing, like to the T. So that was really crazy. And obviously, what we don't want to see is to lose this level, but it can happen, and then we will crash. Then the Nasdaq will crash. It can happen. We are uncertain about the short to midterm, I mean, this is technically, if this has to play out in one or the other way, you maximum have 2 months, right? You maximum have 2 months. So could this be saved by Christmas rally? Yes, sure. But you have something like 2 months or so, and then this needs to be solved. I mean, you could draw this a little bit more to here. Yeah, until Christmas, this will be solved, right? This will have a decision until then. Okay, so let's talk about Bitcoin here. We have been talking about it a little bit already, but we are really seeing some very interesting stuff here. So we are on the 4-hourly right now, and we had before this rising channel, and we said, okay, if it falls to the downside, we expect some more downside. Then we had this wedge with a breakout of the wedge, and it broke out, and that was before the fake news, the wedge breakout. And then we tried to get back in the channel, and that's when the fake news popped. Here the fake news popped. I don't know why TradingView is doing this always to me, but yeah, it doesn't let me paint. So here we go. That's where the fake news popped. Now the fake news did not break the resistance. The fake news, in fact, did come back to under this resistance, and then the bulls decided that they are going to push the price higher and to find support here. And now this changes a lot, because we closed the daily on this. We had massive volume spike, and I think the market is more or less seeing right now what's happening if this Bitcoin spot ETF would be approved. And not only that, but we formed a higher high here, and this is a higher low also trajectory, and that means that we are still in a broadening uptrend, so to say, right? We're more or less like in this megaphone uptrend pattern here. Interesting stuff. If we look at this on the daily, it becomes a little bit clearer, but we are not out of the woods yet, because this can still can you paint a line to 100K, please? A line to 100K. How you mean how that would look? Yep, we can do that. Let's do it from here. If it was a green candle, you mean? There we go, 100K. So let's do that green, and then you mean like this? Pump with the volume. That's not the right green though. Let me see. Can I have the? Is this green? Yeah, this looks accurate. This would be the, and now I cannot get rid of the, but yeah, it would be looking like this. That would be 100K. Why would you SL? Why would you want this 100K pump? This would be the you say this would be the breakout if this news was true, or why did you want to have this line? Thanks. If you took a screenshot now and are launching the next fake news, then yeah, I don't know what to say. But anyways, here it becomes a lot clearer. I mean, we have formed, and here's the reversal point, right? Lower high, no, a low, a higher low, and a third higher low, with a higher high and a higher high and another higher high. So what we want to see, obviously, is either this, or if so, something like just a little, we want to stay above this. Really crucial, we want to stay above this. Yeah. So that is the uptrend here. Day motivation to get up out of bed. That is really good. I think that is really good. I mean, we have to, this is something like power of visualization, right? What he does here. So I think it's a very good idea. Let's keep us motivated. I mean, yesterday, to be honest, I was really excited because I thought this was unexpected but serious. I thought it for like 5 minutes. until I got some comments like it's probably fake news. And then I still saw some news outlets posting articles and so on. But yeah, it's then I knew it was, but this got me excited, right? I was like, yo, it's on, no one can deny it anymore, the bull run is back, right? Right now, we still have to deal with the disbelief, right? I mean, if you go, this is picture perfect disbelief rally. If you go here and if you look at the Wall Street cheat sheet cycle, then you will see that a disbelief, actually this whole thing is a gigantic disbelief rally this year. It looks exactly like this on the Wall Street. Let me pull this up here. Wall Street cheat sheet. There we go. Which one is the correct one? Is the yeah, this one, for example. Here we go. I mean, ignore the arrow, but here you see it. You see this right on the side to my screen, right? So we come out of denial, panic, anger phase. We had that, right? A relief rally, and then absolute depression to the bear market trough. Doesn't have to look exactly like this, but these are the phases. And then you have the depression, right? And what happens in depression? My retirement money is lost. How can we pay for all this new stuff? I'm an idiot, right? So that we have that also in the Veve, in the Ecomi, where it's like, oh, I was such an idiot to buy these collectibles and I don't know what. That's the depression. In Veve, we are in depression mode. And then disbelief is, this is a suckers rally. This is a dead cat bounce. This is these claims. This is it's only coming up to 28, and then from there it gets knocked on and it will come back down. And so, for example, there is a YouTuber called Crypto Savvy, and he said that the real bottom will be either in September or October. So he's running out of time, because he said that the bottom will be between 7,000 and 3,500 Bitcoin, right? And he said that there will be a major crash and so on, and that the whole rally that we have right now is only a big relief rally, 100% dead cat bounce, and then we are coming down again. And there are a lot of these guys. See you, Green Lantern. Have a nice day, and thank you for joining today. This disbelief rally is really, if you go to social media and you ask about what's the next move for Bitcoin, you will get 50% bullish and you will get 50% bearish, right? So, and here, see how it looks. It says coiling up, disbelief. This is a suckers rally. And then you have this retracement where everyone thinks that the disbelievers were actually right, which fosters disbelief and increases disbelief. And then you see it here, right? The disbelief rally is this one here in the cycle. And then you come to hope. A recovery is possible. A recovery is possible. And in my opinion, we are exactly at this point. And the chart for this is the whole disbelief. So this is our depression mode, and then we come out, and this is a suckers rally, this is a suckers rally, this is a suckers rally. And on the macro, it's just up, down, found this bottom, and we're already coiling up. And at the moment, in my opinion, the moment that we are approaching this and breaking this level, this mega trapdoor resistance here, right? At this moment, there will be the hope phase. Basically, yeah, this is the hope phase where we are in right now, probably like somewhere between disbelief and hope phase. And that is where we are coming into a recovery is possible. And then after that, there will be the rally is real, optimism. The rally is real, and that will be the point where retail is coming back slowly but surely, and everyone started to believe time to get fully invested, where we are already half through the parabolic move, right? that is what's going to lie in front of us. There's not much time left until this is happening, in my opinion. Yeah. So everyone who is here right now, you probably made it already. You probably made it. You have not been shaken out. There is a rest of a doubt. We're not out of the woods yet for big head and shoulders pattern and crash, but you see we are above this resistance at the moment, and we want to have the weekly close in about 6 days above this line. I hope we can put in more green action here and retest to continue our upwards move. We do not want to have this head and shoulders play out, because that would bring us deep down. But still, it would still be disbelief, deep down, get into hope rally, right? So even if we have this play out, even if we come in this would be still a series of macro high, higher low, higher high. If we would play out like this, a head and shoulders would not kill us. That's the message. Enough with these charts for today, or with that chart. Bitcoin dominance has been reacting in the same way. The altcoin space had been reacting in the same way. We are good with the altcoin space at the moment. A little bit of a retracement after the hype, nothing to see here. And Ecomi also, let me just refresh. Ecomi also still forming. There's nothing has changed. It's still forming a very strong pattern here, Ecomi. So I'm thinking about buying more Ecomi. So yeah, we are at the moment curving out here to form a super strong pattern, and in my opinion we could go on until November with sideways action like this, maybe coiling a little bit up here and there depending on how the market develops right now. If Bitcoin crashes, we could retrace to 0008. Maybe even in the worst case we could retrace, in my opinion, worst case to 0007. I don't see us going lower than this. If we have a retracement, it will be towards somewhat of a double bottom, and if we would retrace to this moving average here, we would still form our shoulder. So I don't really see a problem here from a technical point at the moment. Big inverse head and shoulders pattern with a breakout target to almost close to 2 cents to 0017, more or less would be the next target for this breakout, and then yeah, we would just form another bullish pattern there. So I think Ecomi is coiling up to something big, and obviously the move upwards for hopefully still before the halving would be, I hope that before the halving even kicks in, we break out here and go to these levels. That would be great. If we could form something like this and then go from this level into the halving, that would be awesome. Yeah, so that is my take on Ecomi here. Yeah, let's look at Veve. So actually there is something that is coming out. I've also discussed it a little bit around the Ecomiverse yesterday. Funko has just released a video. A hero has been built. Funko has a collaboration with Marvel and Veve to bring the gold Iron Man figure and NFT combo, available October 18th, 9:30 a.m. So this is tomorrow on funko.com. So look at this. Let's look at this video together from Funko. Once again, the reveal of these Iron Man statues that are a combo with NFT. So 1,500 red gold, 650 silver, 450 of the gold version, and then the Iron Man silver black 350, and then gold black only 50 units. Available tomorrow. So I don't know exactly how you get this, but this is good, right? So that end screen there, that end screen there. Look at this: Marvel, Funko, Veve in the middle. That is super good. This is big news in my opinion. Why? Because it's just another form of advertisement. Marvel is advertising, Funko is advertising, Louboutin is advertising. All these brands are starting to advertise together with Veve, bringing out products. That is good. And many people have been asking, when are they going to advertise? And then people are fudding right now because the advertisement does not reflect in direct massive users coming into the app. But how could it? How could it in this market environment, right? We're not in the right market environment here. So that is where this will have a very slow effect. Marketing, like these ad campaigns and so on, they have a very slow effect. You have to put out over and over and over again. Veve has to become a name in the collector scene, and this is not done over weeks. This is done over years. So this is the third time, or I don't know, the fourth time that they are with Marvel together on Comic Cons, for example. Now people will start to see that Marvel is always there with Veve, that Marvel is always doing something in the digital space. Now with Funko, a lot of Funko collectors will discover Veve with this new statue. They will see that Funko and Veve were together at Comic-Con, and they will be together at the next Comic-Con probably. So by over and over receiving the same information, that is how advertisement is successfully done. And if you don't believe me, look at how other companies are advertising. Amazon, Uber, what all other ads, like even the ads for medicine, if you are ill or so, like they are coming over and over and over again, and you're not like, okay, I've already seen that, I don't care. No, it is by over and over and over again, it starts sticking to your brain, and that is what they are basically pursuing, right? So they want to be present at all of these shows. They want to be present in these partnership, in these deals. They want to be present on as releasing a physical Veve exclusive comic together with Marvel, so that the Veve logo is there in the hands of the physical collectors. The physical collectors want to see that Veve is a partner of Marvel, and after a while it becomes normal. So even the resistance will be overcome, and maybe the one or the other comic collector on Veve will say, okay, I've been resisting all the time, but hey, let's just download the app and just get one of my favorite comics on the app, and then they will come into social media and discover the awesome community around the collectibles. And so let's just grab one or two of these, right? So really, I think this is very good with this Funko partnership here. Yeah, and then we see already in the comments that there's a lot of the even Ecomi is posting there. As a longtime fan, this stuff continues to make me disappointed in the company, says Fusion X here, which is one of the normal Funko physical collectors probably. So also we have the negative comments, so let's read some other comments. $150 hard pass. Also some people don't like the price. Funko still doing NFTs, y'all gotta chill and just release the physical ones as regular exclusive. Stop trying to sell copy-pasted pictures to people. This shows you how early we are, because the resistance is so high still for he clearly doesn't know how this will look on Veve, because otherwise you wouldn't say that it's a copy-pasted thing, right? Then Foster here, obviously huge milestone for Veve. A Boodle NFT also there. Do Funko collectors know how much digital versions can go for? Hope this flies under the radar. Pops would have been the better choice for this IMO. What's an NFT? We can't wait. Stupid NFTs. Also, no MK42, not worth $100 plus. In the UK, so there are people interested as well. Fake NFTs, no blockchain assets. Funko don't know shit about crypto. Okay, so this is a direct reference to Veve, that they say that's fake NFTs. You could argue about this. I need at least 10. These look so cool. Part of history, Veve. First digital collaboration of two of the biggest In the game, Funko and Veve, says Mr. Champ. Nice collab, great partnerships, can't wait. 9:30 the morning California time. Wow, outstanding, a must-have. So there's a lot of positive comments, mainly coming out of the Veve fam. More junk probably going into landfill. Not real NFTs, those are on Veve. NFTs do not come with restrictions. This is the usual suspects here in the FUD. Yeah, so interesting mix of comments there. Then I've seen this one here. I just want to comment because some people were wondering about these transactions of Miles Morales to a floor price with a steady floor price of 8,888, and some people were commenting, hey, look, 3 Miles Morales have been transferred or have been bought. And David Torres points out what it really is, and this is why we need people like him that really dig deeper. He says here, for anyone wondering, these recent notifications aren't sales. They are a selection of collectibles that Veve previously held back in their holding wallet. They were sent out to showcase at Comic-Con. Now these notifications show they are being sent back to the Veve holding wallet. So actually these are only transactions between accounts, showcase account and Veve wallet. So not sales. These Miles Morales transactions are not sales. Here's a list of Miles Morales SR mints that were held back in Veve's holding wallet. You can see the mint in the above transfer. Mint 41 is among that group. So here we see 1 to 40, and then these are all the mints that have been held back. That's quite a bit, by the way, of the Miles Morales Spider-Man. So the one is really scarce. Yeah, so interesting stuff, right? So there we go. I think the Veve feed has already deleted that transaction which we saw just now, that the original post has been deleted. Glad that this site did not refresh, right? So here we see it. And then let's take a look at Veve. What did Veve post here? So today we are going to get this comic at 8 AM PT. This comic is worth beyond $15,000, so, and it's only 7,500 editions, so I will go for this drop. Yesterday there was an airdrop also for this poster from, I think it was the Haunted Man. Excuse me, guys. The Haunted Mansion. Sorry, a little bit tired, and the coffee did not take as much as effect as I had hoped. Yesterday in the night I was at around the Ecomi verse, so I really only slept like 5 hours. Yeah. What else? We have the Secret Wars coming, so this comic is coming. It's a $450 comic or so not too big of a deal. And 7,500 editions as well. Tarzan I really don't care about, but hey, if they want to drop another one. And then they have posted memory to the golden moments. So Veve, 1 century ago today, 16th of October 1923, brothers Walt and Roy Disney founded Disney Brothers Studio. Later becoming the Walt Disney Company, it would evolve into one of the most influential entities in human history, making dreams come true across the globe. And people are posting their Veve stuff, their collectibles here with Disney collectibles. So really cool to see. And hopefully that gets some more people into the digital collecting realm. But we know in this market environment and with the comments that you've just seen that we are probably still very early. Now, one more thing, because I think that is worth mentioning, is Vechain, right? Our biggest whale in the app. If you wonder if he has stop buying or continue to buy. He is at, I will refresh this quickly, and we will just see here if he bought more this night. And he did. He bought mariachi stamps and Mr. Knight and Magneto and the set, and he got a poster and Deadpool and Snow Globe and I don't know what. So comics, he bought a ton of comics again. You see it here, right? By now this should have been loading. There we go. So Vechain is on 30,924 collectibles, with an average of around 800 collectibles per week. So this will go up once again because he has been buying quite a bit. So he should be beyond 31,000 already. So he is closing in on having double the collectibles of Dr. Profit. He is already at double the collectibles of number 3 and 4. So really crazy stuff here. And then we have the wallets number 9 and 10 actually coming in and closing in on the 10,000. Actually, the number 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, they are all very close to the 10,000 collectibles mark. And as we can see, net accumulation is still going on here. So the daily net accumulation in Veve is still on the rise. As you can see here, 111 collectibles net, 119, 273. Yeah, here we have a -7, but that's the wallet that has been selling off since the top 10. Not too much selling anymore. Selling pressure is going away for the moment. 84 plus here, down even like in the places 50, 60. We see here 70. We see 33 and so on. So most of these wallets are accumulating like 10, 20, 30, and then there are some that are past 100 and even close to 300. So this wallet is heavily accumulating. Also very interesting to see. And then who's not accumulating at the moment is Dr. Profit. And yeah, so we see here whales are still sitting on the bags, no selling whatsoever. One collectible sold by number 6. So yeah, very, very interesting stuff here by the guys. So guys, we see here the transactions going on. That is good. Let's see what Vechain bought. Hulk comics, not Deadpool, Dr. Doom comics, uncommons. The new X-Men 1, a ton of uncommons. So a lot of Marvel Mighties. And then yesterday he bought a secret rare of the X-Men. So yeah, interesting. So Vechain is still on a tear. Mr. Planet Profit says fake ETF. Yeah, very true. But we will have the real one probably at some point. Guys, for today that's it. Make sure to smash up the like button one more time on your way out. I thank you all for watching. I thank you all for attending here. Make sure to remind, tomorrow there will not be a Crypto Morning Coffee stream. But on Thursday we will do the birthday stream, and that will be, hopefully we will have some good news around the birthday stream there. And yeah, this will be, I hope to see you all on that stream on Thursday in the morning. We are going to for sure have a ton of fun together. I'm really looking forward to hang out with you. First people on my birthday then, whoever will be there. And to all of the rare hodlers, once again, get in touch with me to so that I can add you to the Rare Hodler exclusive Telegram group, and to interact a little bit more with you guys. So get in touch with me on Twitter, please, so that I can send you the invitation link for that Telegram group directly on Twitter. So that's going to could to be good. Other than that, yeah, smash the like, subscribe, tick the little bell, and wherever you are on the world, have this great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. And I see you